Have you ever wondered if some of the things you've been taught as a Christian might not be entirely true? Maybe it's a phrase you've heard all your life, a belief that everyone seems to accept, or even a teaching from the pulpit that never sat quite right with your heart. Today we're uncovering 5 shocking myths most Christians believe. Myths that could be silently shaping your faith, your decisions, and the way you live your life. These are not just minor misconceptions. These are ideas that many Christians cling to, often without realizing the truth. Stay with me, because number 5 will completely challenge everything you thought you knew about prayer. Let's dive in. Myth 1. God only blesses you if you are perfect. Many believers think that blessings only come to the flawless, the righteous, the one who never slips. But the Bible tells a different story. Look at David, a man after God's own heart. He sinned repeatedly, yet God still used him mightily. Now don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean you should keep sinning because you are imperfect. Know this, blessings are not rewards for perfection. They are expressions of God's grace, given to imperfect people like you and me. Think about this. If God only blessed the perfect, would any of us ever experience His favor? Absolutely not. So stop measuring your faith by your mistakes. God's blessings are available even when you stumble, even when you doubt. Myth 2. Faith means life will be easy. Have you ever heard someone say, if you have enough faith, life will be smooth? It's a comforting idea, but it's simply not biblical. Jesus himself warned his followers that trouble would come. John 16:33 says, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Faith is not a magic shield that removes hardship. It's a divine power that strengthens you in the midst of trials, helping you persevere when everything seems to fall apart. Imagine 2 Christians facing the same problem. One believes faith means no challenges, the other believes faith equips them to overcome. Who do you think experiences true peace? The second one, because faith is not a promise of comfort, it's a promise of God's presence in discomfort. Myth 3. Tithing guarantees instant wealth. Tithing is important, yes. Giving back to God shows obedience and trust. But some believers think, if I tithe perfectly, God will make me rich instantly. Here's the shocking truth. The Bible never promises automatic financial success for giving. Remember the story of the widow's mite? She gave all she had, and while she was honored by Jesus, her life didn't suddenly become wealthy. Giving is about faith and trust, not a transaction. God rewards generosity in ways that may not always be immediate, obvious, or even material. So don't give expecting instant riches. Give with a heart that trusts God's timing and plan. Myth 4. God's blessings are always material. Many Christians equate blessing with things: money, a house, a car, success. But the Bible defines blessings far differently. True blessing is peace, joy, purpose, and a closer relationship with God. Jacob wrestled all night with God, and he left blessed, not with gold or wealth, but with a new name and purpose. We often chase material proof of God's favor, forgetting that His spiritual blessings are eternal. So next time you feel like God isn't blessing you, ask yourself, am I measuring blessing by my bank account alone, or by my spiritual growth and impact? Myth 5. Prayer changes God's mind. This one is the most shocking. Many Christians believe that prayer convinces God to do what He hadn't planned. But the truth is, God's will is perfect and unchanging. Prayer doesn't change God, it changes us. It aligns our hearts with His plan, strengthens our faith, and transforms our perspective. Consider Daniel in the lion's den. He didn't pray to change God's plan. He prayed to align himself with God's protection and guidance. Prayer is powerful, not because it convinces God, but because it connects your heart to His, preparing you to walk in His ways. So, there you have it. 5 shocking myths most Christians believe. Take these truths to heart, examine what you've believed, and let your faith grow deeper, stronger, and wiser. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear the truth today. And let's continue the conversation in the comments. Is there any misconception you grew up believing, but now think isn't entirely true? Remember, faith is about understanding God, His ways and His plans, not just believing in ideas. Until next time, stay rooted in God's Word, stay bold, and stay blessed.